Hiya, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. The game that teaches us that apparently a piece of scrap metal has more social awareness than Shoichi. And also that there's nothing more beautiful than two men kissing. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I'm sorry, but Shoichi is just dense. The teacher has already left the class by the time the bell announced the start of our lunchtime. Class hasn't been nearly as confusing as the past few days. Hiya. For once, we were actually studying the subject matter that was in our curriculum instead of something completely unrelated. Bless Shima-sensei's enthusiasm, but the dude needs to start sticking to the guidelines. Class felt a little different today for some reason. The teacher probably got a talking to for straying from the curriculum. It happens every now and again. This has happened before? Around once every couple months, yeah. Shima-sensei is notorious for it. I'm surprised they haven't fired him if he does it that often. He's a good teacher and he's well liked by the students. And that's enough to get him off the hook? Pretty much. Huh. Good morning. Shoichi-san, good morning. Hey. Hey. Oh, fuck. Oh man, I feel really awkward right now. After the kiss we shared yesterday, Shoichi had to rush back home due to his father's strict curfew. And now we're kinda dating? Ugh. I don't know how I'm supposed to act around him. Did you manage to get home in time for your curfew yesterday? I was a couple minutes late. I was able to excuse myself by making up a lie about having to talk to the faculty about plans for the festival. And he bought that? He's got no reason not to. I'm the student council president after all. I still think a 6 p.m. curfew is kind of ridiculous for someone our age. Most of what Dad does is ridiculous. He's pretty strict when it comes to rules and regulations. So Shoichi, how was your day after you went home yesterday? You didn't answer my text. Sorry, I was feeling a little awkward. Why were you feeling awkward? That's... Right, I forgot this isn't something we should be talking about openly. I mean... I asked him to do something for me, but he had to refuse, and I guess felt awkward because of it. Oh, I guess Shoichi-san really does feel awkward about saying no to people. That's definitely true. Damn! Shoichi's not usually this good at lying. Yeah, I just like to please people, I guess. Actually, Shoichi, I came here to ask you to eat your lunch with me in the student council room. I kinda need your help with something while we eat. Would that be okay? Oh, sure. Huh, I guess it'll just be me and Mizuguchi-san today, huh? Yeah, sorry, Jun-kun. I really need to borrow this guy. No problem. Have a nice lunch. You too. See you back in class later, June. See ya. We run into Saya just as we are leaving the classroom. Oh, so wait, where are you two going? Oh, I need Yuichi's help with something. Really? With what? Something student council related. Saya looks between the two of us and raises an eyebrow. And you asked Shoichi of all people for that? Are you that strapped for choices? Hey? No, I just prefer working with someone I'm already familiar with if I had to bring someone from outside to help. Wouldn't K-kun be a better choice for that? Or, arrogance aside, me? Well, yeah, but you two are already busy with your own clubs and things. Hey, don't just agree with her that I'm a bad choice so easily. No, that's not what I meant. It's just... Saya shakes her head and smiles. You can barely even finish the sentence today. You really do need help. Enjoy your lunch, and I hope you'll be able to finish whatever it is you need help with. Thanks, Saya-chan. See ya. Oh, man. I'm really not good at this whole lying thing. Yeah, I'll say. Nice job bringing yesterday up in front of June. Sorry, I forgot. I'm not used to having to hide things. I still feel a little awkward being around him after yesterday. Not quite sure how to act. So, I was just hoping we could eat together alone since we're, Man, it's so weird to suddenly start dating after being friends for so long. Really? You're feeling that way too? Of course. We were best friends for 12 years and now all of a sudden we're dating? Of course I don't know how to act. Should I act all boyfriend-like and start spoon-feeding you or holding your hand or calling you by a pet name? We've only agreed to start dating yesterday. I don't even know if I should start calling you my boyfriend yet. Besides, boyfriend? That's something that'll take me a while to get used to. Yeah, I understand. How about we just have a seat and eat together for now? Yeah, that's a good idea. At least I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one feeling awkward here. I don't even know how to proceed with this whole thing. I see you have a convenience store lunch today again. Yeah, Hitoka's really sticking to her guns on this. She said she won't start packing me lunches again until I agree to take her out with my friends. He leveled up. Shoichi has increased levels, but he spent all of his points on lying. Wouldn't that be a little awkward since she's, and you and I are, you know. Gee, that was so cryptic. I don't know if I can crack that code. Come on, this is already embarrassing enough. Don't make me say the actual words. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that. I'm scared of how she'd react if she found out about us. If? I mean, you're not even sure if you really want to date me yet. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and come out to my family. Here, have a bite. Shoichi interrupts our conversation by grabbing a piece of egg with his chopsticks and putting it in front of my face. We're actually doing that? I want to give it a try. Fine. I tentatively eat the egg in front of me, feeling my face getting flushed. This is kind of fun. This is really embarrassing. Oh, should I stop? Please? I don't think I'm ready for this kind of thing. Alright, I'll stop. What kind of thing should we do now that we're dating, though? Do we need to do anything different? I mean, otherwise it doesn't really feel like anything's changed. I guess. Maybe I should hold your hand then? Shoichi reaches out and grabs my right hand, squeezing it tightly. How about this? Shoichi, I can't eat like this. Oh, that's true. He pulls his hand away, sighing. Man, I really suck at this kind of thing. You've dated a lot before. What did you used to do with your girlfriends? That's... Honestly, I tended to spend as little time as possible with them just because I wasn't really that interested. And when we were together, we tended to just... No, we're not ready for that kind of thing. Huh? What do you mean? I'll tell you later. Okay. It really doesn't feel like anything's changed, though. I don't think anything has to change. Are you saying you don't want to date me anymore? That is not at all what we were saying. What? No, that's not what I meant. Oh, I think my heart stopped for a second there. Sorry, I might have been a little ambiguous for a second there. It's just that we're best friends. Even if we're dating, that's not really going to change. We'll just be doing more things we didn't do before. But I think we should just do things as they come naturally. There's no point forcing ourselves to change just because we have to. That'll just make both of us uncomfortable. I guess that's true. I've just been dreaming of this for a long time. I guess I got a little ahead of myself. That's alright. It's a big change what we're doing. We need to give ourselves time to get used to it. I myself still need to wrap my head around the whole idea. I'm not only dating my best friend of 12 years, I'm dating a guy. It still feels strange. I'll bet. Don't worry. I'll give you as much time as possible to adjust. Should I refrain from kissing you until you're used to it? Gotta admit that after doing it yesterday, I'm already craving for more. Maybe not completely. You mean I can kiss you now? Just eat your lunch! Aww. Maybe once we're done eating. Stop looking at me like that. Yay! We continue munching on our food quietly. I don't know why, but the mood is different from when we used to eat together before. It's a lot more awkward than I thought, but at the same time, I feel really satisfied just sitting next to him. Man, I really need to figure out my own feelings, don't I? You know, I kind of want to call you by a pet name. A pet name? Yeah. Right? Like, it is taking everything in my power to just, like, not squeal right now. Just, like, go, like, or just something like that. I don't even know. Just, like, go, like, full-on gay. Just go full-on, like, I'm doing the motion right now. I'm doing the motion right I'm doing the motion right now. I already slip up and call you you every now and again. Maybe I should just start calling you that all the time. Might be a bit corny, but I've always dreamed of calling a partner of mine by a name no one else was allowed to use. I don't know. It's up to you. I won't do it unless you let me. Although it would probably have to be something inconspicuous since we can't just give away that we're dating. Maybe we should stick to shortening your name? Okay. Should we come up with something new or just go with the default? This is a horrible option. This is horrible. Just bitch. Okay, let's go with the default. If we have to do this, can't we just stick to you? Anything else feels like it'd be too obvious. So I finally have permission to, huh? So it's been 50-50 whether you'd be okay with me calling you that or not. Yeah, well, it felt a bit weird when you tried to call me that all the time. Moist boy. Do that. Oh, God. Fair enough. Still, I have always liked the sound of it. You rolls off the tongue pretty easily. Never say those words again. I am kind of curious. Like, we're still going to stick with you, but let's see what bitch gives us. How about bitch? Bitch, huh? I like it. Feels kind of embarrassing, though, but I guess it's good. Now, I'll be the one who gets to call you something different. That's one way to feel special. You're pretty easy to please, huh? Pretty much. And by the way, I love you, bitch. Back to the default name. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, we're going back to the default. We're sticking with the default. We're sticking with the default. Fair enough. So I have always liked the sound of it. You rolls off the tongue pretty easy. It's just a name. You don't need to wax poetic about it. I guess. I'm happy, that's all. Don't get on my case about it. And by the way, I love you, you. Don't just say that out of nowhere. It's embarrassing. It just feels so good to finally be allowed to say it. You're so weird. By the way, I've already finished my lunch. Do I get a kiss now? You won't let this go, will you? Not unless you actually say no. It was funny. My face feels so hot right now. I'm gonna finish my food first. Sure. Oh no. Sure. It's going to take me some time to get used to all this. What else I'm going to regret this, but what else rolls off the tongue? I'm probably going to regret that. I am probably going to regret that. Yeah, I'm probably going to regret it, but I am also kind of curious. So, what else rolls off the tongue? What else does? It's going to take me some time to get used to all this. I am a little curious. I'm walking towards practice for the day. I've made some progress in improving my stamina and backhand lately. Since those are some of my Wow, I regret that decision. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, I think. I know exactly what you're going to say. And I regret this decision. I regret that decision. Oh. 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 Oh, I get it. I get it. I know what it is. I know what it is. Yes, I called it. I called it. I fucking called it. Kind of. Not really. That was like my second guess. There's a B? Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something else. Congratulations. Since those are some of my weakest areas, it's good to be able to work on them. I see Keikun and Saya talking to each other in front of the building while a mass of students does a variety of exercises on the side. Ah, good afternoon, Yuichi-san. Hey there, what are you guys talking about? We were discussing the possibility of renting a few courts for the... Hang on. I'm making chat box go away. But I want you all to be able to... Because I fucking called it. I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Fuck. We were discussing the possibility of renting a few courts for the students that will take part in the Kanto Regional Tournament in July. It's not good to be missing practice for a whole month. That sounds like a good idea. What do you guys need? Right now, budget. Even if it's just until the festival is over, renting courts for 5 hours a day and 5 days a week would be pretty costly. We'd have to submit a request to the student council, and they would then have to submit it to the school. Oh, great. Bureaucracy. We do have Yurata who can intercede on our behalf if we ask nicely. Just try not to ask too many favors of him. He's already got a lot of stuff to do as it is. I know that. It's just this one thing. By the way, did you guys manage to get that thing done? What thing? The thing he pulled you away during lunch to do? Oh, yeah, that. Sure, we managed to get it done. You guys were working on something during lunchtime? What was it? It's just student council stuff. Really boring. Just forget about it. You do know I plan to run for the student council next year, right? Knowing about it could even be helpful for me. That's a bit... Hey, guys. Ah! Shoichi suddenly walks up behind me, putting a hand on my shoulder and making me jump. Yurata, have you been asking for Yuichi-san's help on council-related issues? Just this morning. Why? I know, I actually want to be in this... I actually want to be in the student council. Why couldn't you call me? That's what I asked him this morning. Come on, don't make a big deal out of this. I just had to pick of people that could all help me, and I decided I preferred you with me. You? Saya looks right at me with a raised eyebrow. I immediately look away, suddenly feeling very exposed. I just thought I'd switch things up a bit. No big deal. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to steal Yuichi for the day. What? But I have practice! Come on, I just need your help with something. Pretty please. Twice in a single day? Give him a rest. He was just telling us not to ask too many favors of you, and here you are doing it again in the same day. Asking me favors? If they want your help to secure more budget for the tennis club so we can rent courts for the players that'll participate in the regional tournament for practice. Oh, sure, why not? Submit an application and I'll have a look. See if I can fast-track the process. That easy? Of course. It's your club, after all, and it'll directly benefit you. Why shouldn't I? This feels weird. Am I getting preferential treatment? This isn't just for Yuichi-san's sake, you know. Saya looks between the two of us with an raised eyebrow. For some reason, it kind of creeps me out. As long as it helps the club, then it's fine, right? I suppose so. Anyway, I really need to steal him away now. Need him to help me choose some new drapes for the house. Dad wants to do some renewal. And he's doing that by buying new drapes? Sure, why not? Learn to lie better! I guess I should go with him then. Wouldn't want his father to dislike his new drapes. Sure, you do that. Alright, I'll get started on that application right after we end for the day. I'll see about having it ready for you in the morning, Yurata. Great, I'll be waiting. You are a horrible liar. Shoichi, you are a horrible liar. Shoichi takes me to a nearby park. He's all smiles the entire way there, even as we walk in silence. I can't help but feel a little annoyed the entire way there. What's wrong? You don't look so chipper right now. You're way too obvious. I am, but I'm not even touching you right now. I'm not talking about now. Look at that horrible excuse you gave them. I'm sure Saya already thinks there's something up. With her, I wouldn't really doubt it. What's that supposed to mean? Oh. Oh, it's just that Saya-chan is really perceptive. A lot more than you think. How so? Okay, please don't get mad. I'm not going to like this, am I? She's kinda known about my feelings for you for a while now. What? I don't really know how she figured it out. She just walked up to me one day and asked me point blank about it. She later agreed to keep it a secret because she didn't want our friendship at risk. I am also fearful. She did say I needed to learn to be a little less obvious, though. Oh no. Why am I not surprised? Sorry. Is that it though? If so, I'll try to be a little more careful. I'm just so happy right now, I can't help it. His tail wagging at the speed of a helicopter blade certainly makes that abundantly clear. Are we good then? When I don't answer, the look on his face shifts. You? Is there something else? You got me pulled out of practice without even asking me if I was okay with that. I was actually looking forward to it today, you know? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you'd be happy about that. I just really want to spend even more time with you now that we're dating. I guess I wasn't thinking. I don't think that's a bad thing. Just ask me beforehand, okay? Roger. Oh no! Please! Please! Please, not in front of... Hang on. Hang on. Please. Please, think for a minute. That is not what I'm looking for. No, not auto mod. I am going to do... Ah, fuck! I am going to... Please. Just another vocalist. That's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Ah! Please. Oh my god, where is it? Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. I really need to organize this. Okay, where is it? Oh, here we go. Please, not in front of Baby Ty. Please, not in front of him. Think of the children! Please, please, think of the children. All right, you know what? Let's just. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Automod will protect us. Roger. And, sorry, I'm still pretty new to this whole dating thing. I don't really know how I'm supposed to act. It's alright. We'll figure this out together. Man, I feel weird for saying that. Every time I think it out, I have a small pause in my brain where it just goes, Shoichi and I dating? What are you, crazy? I'm gonna have to learn to get rid of that one, huh? So, was there anything you had in mind that you wanted to do? Not at all. I just wanted to spend some time with you. I don't really mind what we're doing. Oh no! Please don't! You really are easy to please. I am. As long as I'm with you, I'm already happy. Man, you really have some pretty sappy lines now that we're dating. I've always wanted to say them, but since we weren't dating before, I thought you'd be creeped out. That was probably a good call. Oh, I know. How about we go out for ice cream? That's a thing that couples do, right? It's also a thing we did even before we started dating. I guess that's true. Honestly, do you even remember what I told you this morning? You don't need to keep racking your brain trying to think of couples activities. I know that. I just wanted us to do something fun together. What's wrong with just having fun by doing things we usually do? I guess there's nothing wrong. I'm just being a bit greedy. That you are. Hey, can you come with me for a second? Shoichi grabs my hand and drags me to a few nearby trees. What are you doing? I just thought this patch of trees would be semi-private, so I wanted to come here for a bit. Why? Before my brain can even process what happened, I feel something press up against my lips and quickly pull back. Sorry, I just really wanted to kiss you. Warn me before you do things like that. Okay. Sorry. Ugh. The excitement has turned him into a happy-go-lucky idiot. You don't seem too happy. You're kissing me in public. I'm embarrassed. There's no one around, though. We should be fine. You're too relaxed. There's no way I can tell him that I actually liked it. He's already being dumb and reckless as it is. He doesn't need another nudge. Really? Because from my point of view, you're the one who's too tense. Whatever you say. Now let's go for that ice cream. It's really going to take me a while to get used to this. May 27th, day 17. Despite my early morning grogginess, I begin cooking as soon as I get up. I know that if I allow my laziness to win out, I'll never get used to it. I'll never get to it. And today, like always, Mom left the house before either of us even woke up. I'm starting to feel like I'm more of a parent in this house than her, and that's not a good thing. Aki, you sure it's alright for you to still be home? Don't you have anything to do at your club today? I speak to my brother, who's sitting on the couch and watching TV, or at least absent-mindedly flipping through the channels while eating his breakfast sandwich. I already told you I was free. Besides, today's an important day, so I couldn't let myself get double booked. Well, aren't you a dependable little boy? Although I don't know what is so important about today. Aki turns around on the couch, looking at me with a scowl. More than you. Hey, I'm the one who's cooking for us, and I'm the one who had to wake you up. At least learn to use your alarm. Well, I know how to use it. I just didn't have any reason to do it today. It's not like I have any plans. Aki looks at me with a raised eyebrow and puckered lip. He merely studies my face for a few seconds before sighing. Sure. Let's see how well that'll go for you. Stop being such a smartass with me. Then stop patronizing me. I wasn't patronizing. I was praising you. If that's what you were trying to do, then you really need to get better at praising people. You used to be so cute and innocent. What happened to you? No, I didn't. You're breaking your big bro's heart. Aki shrugs, turning back to look at the television and choosing to ignore me. Just then, the sound of knocking echoes through the entrance of the house, snapping my attention away from what I'm doing for just a second. Aki, can you... Got it. He hops off the couch and goes to answer the door with no prompting on my part. Shoichi ni, what are you doing here? My hands stop moving as soon as I hear his name and I lift my head to look at the entrance. Shoichi, what are you doing here this early in the morning? Early? It's 8:45. Aniki only woke up 20 minutes ago. Wow, seriously? Come on, man, you can do better than that. It's a Saturday. I wanted to sleep a little. Back off! I guess some things never change. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Hey, Shoichi, don't you have your competition? Don't you have to be in your competition soon? Oh, right, today's the quarter and semifinals, isn't it? I can't believe you of all people forgot. Even though those were the words he said, the ones I heard were different. I can't believe my boyfriend of all people forgot. When I thought about it that way, I suddenly felt really disappointed in myself. Sorry. It's fine, I more or less already expect that kind of thing from you anyway. Part of me wants to be offended by that, but I can't really. Hey, at least you accept it. That's already a miracle by itself. Listen here, you little Oh no, you're not about to call your brother that in front of me. Mind your language. Oh, come on, you curse too. Not at a 12-year-old. You're an adult. To be fair, I think I'm more of an adult than him. Alright, come here. That's it, come here, little twerp. Ah, stay away. Why do I even bother? Aki and I run circles around the kitchen island as I chase him. Are you kidding me with this? Aki is 12, but what is your excuse? Shut up. God, I fell for an idiot. Gotcha! Ah! I grab Aki by the arm as he squirms to get away from me. It's punishment time, brat! I yield! Nope! I pull him closer to me, wrapping my arms around his torso from behind and beginning to tickle his stomach. Which I already know from experience is his weak spot. Aniki, stop! Have you learned your lesson already? Don't mess with your superiors! I wasn't aware you were my superior! What? How dare you? Just because of that, I'll keep going for longer still. No! Hey, you. If you keep going like that for much longer, he's going to have a hard time breathing. Oh, right! Aki jumps away from me, panting and smiling. You haven't beaten me yet! I have. In every way. I can think of quite a few things he has far outclasses you in. What? Shoichi, you're supposed to be on my side! Oh, we did? Okay. Says who? Well... It's just... Oh god, relax. There's no need to look at me like that. What? You're teasing me? Something like that, yeah. You make it really easy after all. Pfft, looking at me like that isn't going to change anything. Not scared of a little pouting. Jerk. What did I do? Aki looks between the two of us with a raised eyebrow. Once I noticed the look on his face, I asked, What? Why are you looking at us like that? He shakes his head and walks away from us, going back to the TV. Nothing. You should probably finish what you were doing, by the way. Wouldn't want us to be late for Shoichi's game. Right. Shoichi leans a little closer to me, speaking in a whisper. Does he know something? About what? What do you mean about what? About us, you dunderhead? Oh, right. No, I don't think he does. To be perfectly honest, half the time I don't think I do either. I know it's only been 2 days, but it still doesn't really feel real. And then again, the whole dating thing has always been really awkward for me, no matter who it was with. How about I do like Aki suggested and finish this up real quick so we can be on our way? Sure. Need some help? From you? Hardly. What's that supposed to mean? Oops. I let my internal thoughts escape before I could put a pin on them. I just said I don't want you to handle knives or anything of the sorts before an important game. What if you cut a finger? I hate that makes sense. I was able to make up a convincing lie on the spot. Hell yeah! Go me! I'll be done with this in a little bit, and then we can go. Actually, when is your game, by the way? Thought it'd be underway by now. It's at 10. Thought I had some extra time, so I came by to check up on you. You know, since I already expected you to forget and all. You're really not going to let me live this down, are you? Not a chance. I should have seen this coming. Man, this place is bigger than I remember. Last time I've been here was during last year's winter competition when I came over to cheer for Shoichi's team. I get the feeling that I say this every time I come here, but this place really always seems freakishly big. I'm gonna have to leave now. I should spend as much time with my team as possible preparing for the match. If you guys don't mind. We understand. Go be a captain. Besides, this isn't our first time doing this kind of thing. Fair enough. I've already messaged the others. They all said they should be arriving soon. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully after we win the quarters. Don't you dare return as a loser. I won't take you back. Hahaha. Ouch. Guess I better give my all in this one. Shoichi leans close to me for a second when Aki is distracted and whispers some words in my ear. I'll try to get us some alone time after the match is over, okay? My cheeks become slightly hot when I hear him say that, but I happily nod away. Yeah, that might be smart. See you later. Good luck! Shoichi walks past the crowd, making his way towards his team's changing room and eventually leaving our sight completely. Should we just wait by the entrance until the others arrive? That'd be the smartest idea, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go buy some juice at the vending machine. I'll be right back. Don't wander too far. I won't. Oh no. Now what am I supposed to do? 9:45. There's still 15 minutes before Shoichi's match starts. At times like these, I always wish I had the forethought to bring something to play with while I wait. Huh? It's only for a moment, but I see a familiar figure pass by from the corner of my eye. Without a second thought, I follow after him to make sure it is who I think it is. Haruki? As soon as I make a positive identification, I call out to him, feeling a little incredulous. His ears twitch once he hears his name and he turns around slowly, a scowl on his face. Once he sees me, his lips quiver ever so slightly in what I decide to interpret as amusement. If it isn't the little fag came to cheer for your hubby. What are you even doing here? His ears twitch once again and he raises an eyebrow. You do remember that I'm also on this team, don't you? I know that, it's just I didn't think you would care to show up. He shrugs, sticking his hands back into his pockets. I don't really care about the whole cheering thing. They didn't put me into play, so I stopped giving a fuck. But then I realized that if they lost, I wouldn't want to miss it. You suck. Pretty sure it's the other way around. By the way, you guys fuck yet? What? That's hardly any of your business. I'm gonna take that as a no. I do know you guys have started dating already at the very least. How would you even know that? Because the dog has had his head in the clouds for the past 2 days. It's pretty obvious when you're aware of the circumstances. You're not going to tell anyone, are you? He shrugs, giving me one of the biggest shit-eating grins I've ever seen come from him. I thought about doing it. It would be really fun to see you two all embarrassed as everyone around you whispered. What the hell? But... He cuts me off before I can finish my sentence. I decided that it's none of my business what you two do behind closed doors, and I'm in no place to judge. Whether you tell anyone is up to you two. Just try not to be too obvious about it. Oh. What am I supposed to do with all this pent-up rage now? You're surprisingly kinder than I let you on. Hell, I think you might just be a good guy after all. He scowls, looking at me with disgust. Yuck! Never let me hear those words coming out of your mouth again, fag. Are you just going to call me that every time I make you a little bit uncomfortable? Try me. Baby steps, I suppose. Aniki, where did you go? I was having a hard time finding you. Aki notices Haruki right then. His body stiffening reflexively to the side of a stranger. Hello. He tugs on my sleeve to get me to crouch a bit, then he whispers in my ear. Who is this guy? He looks like a really unpleasant type. The wolf's ears twitch. I have really good hearing, you know. Oh, sorry. Man, I know Aki is still a kid, but I'm not used to seeing him backing away from anyone. Haruki really does have a seriously unfriendly aura to him. He's someone I know from school. He's helped me out a bit recently and I kinda owe him. Oh. As soon as he hears those words, Aki stands straight up, looking the wolf right in the eye. Then he bows. Aki! Thank you for taking care of my useless older brother. I'm sorry I was so rude to you. Hey! The unthinkable happens. Seeing this sight, Haruki's gaze softens considerably. To my shock, I see a genuine smile sprouting across his face for a second. It's alright, kid. Don't mention it. The sound of vibrations rings from Aki's pocket and he fishes his phone out. Oh, Sayane is calling me. She's probably arriving with the others. She told me they were coming together. Wait, why is she calling you? Probably because she knows calling you is a wasted effort. Anyway, I'll be right back. Hey, come back here! Paying me no mind, Aki walks off to answer his phone. Man, not even your kid brother respects you. That's a new kind of low. I almost feel bad for you. Gee, thanks, aren't you sweet? Don't hit on me, fag. I wasn't... Ugh. Never mind. By the way, what's with your reaction once you saw my brother? What do you mean? Come on, you started smiling so much. It was so cute to see. Do you maybe have a soft spot for kids? His eyes opened wide, gasping and staring at me in complete and utter shock. Fuck off, fag. Is that the only word you have in your repertoire? Sorry. Queer. I can't even muster a response to it. At this point, I think I've mostly become desensitized to his constant insults. Part of it is because I no longer think he really means any of it. To me, he only says what he does because he wants to keep people away. But mostly it's because he does it so often that I no longer find it in me to care. Oh, come on, it's boring if you don't say something back. Sorry, I didn't come here to entertain your highness... I didn't come here to entertain your highness's every whim. What a letdown. You'd have a much easier time making friends if you didn't act so downright annoying all the time. Hey, I have an idea. If you're going to stick around to watch the games, why don't you join us? His expression falters for a second. Join? You and your brother? We also have a few friends of mine and Shoichi's with us. They should be here in a bit. For the first time, I see that regularly unfriendly look on his face switch to uncertainty for only a fraction of a second. He flinches where he stands, looking down at the ground. I'll pass. Being in a group isn't my style. I prefer to fly solo. Prefer to or only know how to? What? Just saying, if you want to have some company, you can join us. We're not going to eat you or something. Are you trying to convert me into your little fag club or something? Hardly. You're not even that cute. Also, I'd rather you stop saying that so loudly in public. Oh, sorry. He looks down at the floor, hesitating for a second, his apology meek and quiet. Until... Wait, why the fuck am I apologizing? Fuck no, fuck you. How about that? Classy. Anyway, just look for us in the stands if you'd like. See you later. Without giving it a second thought, I turn around and leave behind, ignoring his attempts to have the final say. Maybe if he hangs out with others, he can learn a little bit about dealing with people. And if this makes things just a little bit easier for Shoichi, that would make me happy too. Hey, Yuichi! Sai's voice calls out to me, and as I look up, I notice the entire gang standing around and chatting. Whoa, you're all here? Did you just coincidentally arrive here at the same time? Nah, Keisuke picked us up. What? How come that wasn't an option for us? Urata needed to get here much earlier than we did, so I just assumed he'd have been here long before we arrived. We called Aki-kun to tell me we'd be passing by to pick you guys up, but he said you two were already here. Aw, man, it was a 40-minute walk to get here. You're an athlete. Why on earth are you complaining about walking? Fair enough. How's Sho-chan? He seemed fine to me. If he was nervous, I couldn't tell. No offense, but you're the last person I would imagine being able to notice that. Hey! I actually agree. Screw you guys! Well, anyway, Shoichi told me yesterday that he thought the quarterfinals would be pretty easy, so I think he'll be alright for this match. Let's all be honest. Urata's team never really has many problems until they reach the finals. I don't even know why we bother coming to these matches before then. They don't? I thought their team was bad. Yuichi-san told me so. He did? Oh no. Wait. Oh no! He did. Did I? Please don't look at me like that. They're not bad. As a whole, his team is a tiny little bit better than average, but they don't really have many standout players other than Urata. Shoichi has even spent a whole year trying to convince Yuichi-kun to join the volleyball team. Really? I didn't know you could play Yuichi-san. You spent an entire hour watching me help Shoichi practice the day we met. Oh. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Well, it's not like Yoichi is crazy good or anything. He just has a lot of power on his arm, so he's pretty good at spiking the ball. Yeah, I can't serve or receive for crap, but I have a pretty mean spike. He would be an ace of glass. Can't do even the most basic things, only score points. That's pretty much what Shoichi wanted me to do, yeah. Why didn't you agree to do it? You think I'd have the time to practice 2 sports at the same time? If you put even a modicum of effort into it, you probably could squeeze volleyball in. It's not like you don't have tons of free time with all the practice you skip out on. Shush. Huh, good to know about that. Oh, Aki, that's right, you were here. He smiles haughtily, sending chills down my spine. I'm pretty sure Mom would like to know that. Didn't you only get her to allow you to drop out of cram school because you told her you were so busy with tennis practice? That's not... I mean... Someone's busted. Please don't tell her about anything you just heard. Forget you heard it at all. I don't know. I have pretty good memory after all. Oh god, I know where this is going. What will it take? Clean my room for a month. What? A month? Are you crazy? Alright, I'm going to text Mom now. How about 2 weeks? 2 weeks is good, right? Aki? Just kidding. You don't need to do anything for me. Aki, you're just straight up evil. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Be evil. Don't be an asshole. Aki here is being evil, but he's not being an asshole. Suddenly he starts laughing, causing the others to break out in laughter as well, as if this were all some organized prank. You were messing with me? Sure was. It was pretty funny too. You little... He puts his hand up, cutting me off. People seem to be getting in the habit of doing that frequently with me. But stop skipping practice. If I find out you're still doing it, then I will tell Mom. You do know you're my younger brother, right? You don't get to boss me around like that. Alright, in that case, Mom can. Okay, fine, I got it. He puts his phone back into his pocket, smiling. Seriously, where did you learn to be so manipulative? Me? Manipulative? As if. At least someone is willing to give you a firm kick to the ass to get you to behave. I'm an adult. I don't need someone to make me behave. Strongly disagree there. Oh, hiya. Bite me. Either way, we should probably get moving. It's almost time for Yurata's match to start. Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of excited. This will be my first time watching a real volleyball game in person. Is there anything that doesn't get you excited? There are lots of things. Why? Never mind. Huh? I'd have better luck talking to a wall than I would of getting him to notice anything. Man, the stands are packed. What's up with all these people here? It certainly is a lot more than usual. It's the quarterfinals, plus Shoichi's team attracts a lot of attention. Minami isn't even that good. I don't know why so many people hype them up. They're still second best in the prefecture. People are going to be excited about that. Can you stop insulting them for even just 1 minute? God, Shoichi would be really annoyed if you heard you talking about his team like that. Good thing I'm doing it now, when he's not around. You're really mean when people aren't listening. Wouldn't be the first time I've been told that. I still think they're a pretty good team. They're miles ahead of what most of the competition. Only 2 other teams really compete with them. Yeah, and one of those is Shirotech, who routinely bulldozes our school. Is the difference really that big? Yes and no. It's true that the Shiroyama technical team has some of the best players in the region. But that doesn't actually mean much. Why not? Saitama's talent pool has been surprisingly bottom of the barrel in recent years. We even lost 3 of our slots for national competitions. It used to be that the top 4 would qualify, now it's just the top 1. What? That sounds really unfair! So then only have to win this match to qualify for nationals if it wasn't for that? Yup, it's been like that for the past 5 years or so. Basically, ever since Shochan became a regular in middle school, he's never gotten to play in a national competition. The saddest part is, last year they managed to qualify for nationals since half of Shiro's Tech's team got bad food poisoning, and the remaining players got defeated early in the competition. And almost as some kind of karma for having won so easily, Shoichi got pneumonia from his constant overworking in preparation for the competition and couldn't play. They lost in the first round then. That's awful. Shoichi was pretty upset after that. In fact, I think he still is. He also said this is his last chance to qualify. Why? What about the winter competition after this? It's common for seniors to leave their clubs at the start of the year to focus on studying for college entrance exams. Others, like in Shoichi's case, stay for a few months to help their juniors before leaving. I still think he's being stupid. He shouldn't have to leave a club he clearly loves just for something silly like studying for college. The fact you can even say something that absurd with a straight face shows just how far removed from reality you are. What about what I said was wrong? Aniki, even I know you pretty much live in dreamland. Don't make me smack you. Here they come. We see the teams walking out to the court and beginning to warm up. For just a second, I catch myself thinking that Shoichi looks really handsome in his team uniform. Guess this kind of thing is going to happen quite a bit from now on. Not that it's too bad, though. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure there were many times in the past where I'd think this. Maybe on some level I've always had this kind of attraction. Man, they look really cool in that uniform. It's a nice looking uniform, that's for sure. Oh, hey, you can say nice things. Bite me. Didn't know you were into that kind of thing. I hear a familiar voice speaking from behind us, a voice that I can immediately recognize. Haruki? Did you decide to join us after all? Oh, it's the nice guy from earlier. Nice guy, huh? There's a lot wrong with that sentence, but I'm not going to bother correcting him. Haruki smiles when he sees Aki. Hey there, kid. The stands are really packed, so I couldn't find room anywhere else. Is it alright if I join? Sure, you don't really need to give an explanation. Especially one that sounds so fake. Yuichi-kun, introduce us. Oh, right. This is one of Shoichi's teammates, Haruki, sorry, what was your last name again? Koizumi. Right, Haruki Koizumi. If you're one of Yurata's teammates, then why are you here instead of down there? He shrugs, a look of boredom plastered across his face. Only so many people can take part in the matches. I didn't make the bench. Oh, sorry. Don't be. I don't get along with that team anyway. Why not? They're all a bunch of submissive who only care about kissing the captain's ass. Oh boy. What did you just say? Oh no. Man, you couldn't have picked a more spectacularly worse timing to say that even if you tried. In front of Sai of all people. While we all look between Sai and Haruki in horror, he only arches an eyebrow. I get the feeling you don't really want me to repeat myself, so I don't know why you're asking that question. For the love of God, man, you're just sticking your foot further down the hole. Yuichi. Can I punch this rude person? No, you can't. But... Haruki, you can't just go around saying things like that. Like I care. With that kind of attitude, I'm starting to see why he wouldn't be on the team. Oi! Fucker nut! Don't talk about me like I'm not here. I really like that insult. Just, oi! Fucker nut! Fucker nut? This isn't good. Thank you for stating the obvious, Aki. Hey, I might have invited you to join us, but you're not allowed to talk to my friends like that. I give you a free pass to insult me however much you want, but bite down on your tongue when talking to them. He looks away, almost like a little child that's been chastised for breaking something. Sorry. He mumbles those words out almost incoherently. Even if he said it so low that I can barely hear them, I was still surprised that he even said them at all. Hang on for a sec. I turn around and huddle closer to the others, whispering to them. Hey, I know he's a little abrasive, but he's really not a bad guy at heart. He just has a small attitude problem. Can you guys just look past that for me, pretty please? I already told you I have good hearing, you know. I choose to ignore that. I think you're being too nice to him. I don't think he's a bad guy either. He was really nice to me. I'm not sure what to think here. You guys do whatever you want. He didn't call any of you a fucker nut. I don't even know what that means. Come on, Saya. We looked the other way with Shoichi when we first met him and he was just as bad. Haruki just has some more colorful vocabulary. Damn, now that you mentioned it, I really see the similarities. He's just like Shoichi was. Seriously? Shoichi was pretty standoffish when we first met, to say the least. He's changed a lot over the years. Yeah, fine, I'll put up with him for now. Again, I heard that. Stop talking about me like I'm not here, you... Never mind. When I turn around, I see the wolf looking away from us, awkwardly scratching his cheek. Huh. Noah told him not to insult them, but I didn't expect it to stick this quickly. Y'all done with your little secret meeting I wasn't invited to? Pretty much. Now, if I may, I'm going to finish with the introduction since it looks like they're about to finish their warm-ups too. He didn't call any of you a fucker nut. I love that. He quickly turns his head to look at the court, seeing the ball carts being hauled away and the court being wiped clean with all the players stepping out for a moment. Yeah, seems like it. Alright, the tiger here is Jun Kobayashi, the hare is Keisuke Urushihara, the rabbit is Sai Mizuguchi, and you already met my little brother Akiyoshi. He nods at my words, but doesn't say to any kind of greeting to them. The others, for their part, all look around really uncomfortably. God, why does this have to be so awkward? I did not think things through when I decided to invite him. Oh look, the match is starting. Saya snaps me out of those thoughts of regret, calling our attention to the court once more. Just as she said, the players are walking to the court and taking their positions. The captains of both teams walk up to the referee and he proceeds to make a coin toss. Can't really see the results of the toss from this far away, so all I know is that a coin was tossed and then they walked away. Then I see Shoichi walking up to the serve position. The ball is thrown to him and he grabs hold of it, spinning it a few times in his hand. Shoichi stands behind the service line, touching the ball to his forehead and staying in that position for a few seconds. Having seen him play so many times, I already know that is a habit of his. He always takes a few seconds before he serves to close his eyes and concentrate. Sometimes I even caught him muttering encouragement to himself. Once he's done, Shoichi takes his position, holding the ball in his right hand. He tosses the ball into the air and begins running towards it. He jumps, arching his back and lifting his arms above his head. With one swift motion, he smashes his hand against the ball, sending it flying to the other side of the court with a blindingly fast speed. The other team doesn't even have time to react as the ball crashes against the ground right between two of their backlying receivers, flying so high on the bounce that it lands on the second floor stands. What's that ridiculously strong serve? Shoichi's serve has always been strong, but that thing was a cannon. Did he level up his skills when I wasn't paying attention? I feel a well of pride swelling inside of me alongside my incredulity and surprise. Ugh, there it is. That serve is downright unpleasant to receive. The last time we watched him play it wasn't like that. Since when has he been serving like this? He started this year. He kept having us stay up late so he could use us as guinea pigs for his serve. This way you guys can polish your digs while I work on my serve, is what he'd say. My arms still hurt whenever I think about it. A few freshmen quit after a few weeks of it. That was pretty funny. Damn, Uriah scares me sometimes. It's easy to forget how much of a monster he is on the court. He isn't called Japan's best setter for nothing. No one has called him that. Ever. Also, having a strong serve has absolutely no bearing on him being a good setter or not. Man, you're certainly good at piling on the criticism, huh? Despite his harsh words, I notice that Haruki's eyes are glued to Shoichi. It's like he's not seeing anyone else on the court. His attention focuses solely on the husky as he moves around. For some reason, I start getting an unpleasant feeling at the pit of my stomach that I can't place. Yay, another service ace! My attention is finally called away from the wolf next to me. I hear the cheerful sounds of my friends as they yell in excitement. Wow, 4-0 already? Shoichi really isn't playing around. That's an impressive streak, especially right at the start of the match. I wonder how long he can keep that on. Shochan has pretty impressive concentration when he gets going. This might last for quite a bit. No kidding. Could you guys kiss his ass a little more? I don't think he can feel it from here. Haruki! I speak as sternly as I can, almost as if I were admonishing a child. I already had my own suspicions on this sort of treatment, but surprisingly this works. Sorry. He looks away, muttering a quiet apology almost immediately. I don't even think I stumbled into some kind of secret way to handle him. I think he just naturally grew to respect me since the last time we talked. If that's the case, I'm certainly grateful since this makes things a ton easier. Sheesh, you really need to work on that personality of yours. He ignores Saya, quietly watching the match instead. Ah, they picked it up! The sound of the ball hitting flesh echoes loudly across the entire venue as one of the other team's players is finally able to receive the ball. No matter how I look at it, that looked like it hurt to pick up. Even if they managed to pick it up, he couldn't get the ball to the setter. It's true that the received ball flew further back once it hit the receiver, nearly hitting the wall. The other team seemed to lose this opportunity as two of them desperately ran after the ball. They managed to get a second touch in, sending the ball towards their front line. With no room to spike, they had no choice but to toss it to the other side as haphazardly as they could. I could see Shoichi's lips moving, though his words couldn't reach me. Even so, I know that at the moment, he probably said something like, free ball. It is! Ah! For the first time in the match, Shoichi's teammates are moving as well. They go for a leisurely first touch, sending the ball right over Shoichi's head. As I've seen him do many times before, he jumps to toss the ball. His figure as his body is in the air is surprisingly graceful for someone his size. I remember once asking him why he always jumped when setting the ball. He listed so many reasons that my head hurt after hearing it. I can barely even remember them all that well nowadays. Still, it's been ingrained in my head that Shoichi believes jumping for every setup is a very important thing to do. At least that much I know. It's a pipe. The wolf cuts in before the ball even makes contact with Shoichi's figure. Shoichi tosses the ball right to the center of the back row. The opposing team is caught by surprise as they seem to have been expecting a fast attack from the front. While their reaction is delayed, Shoichi's teammate takes to the air, spiking the ball over the net. The other team attempts to pick it up, but the ball hits one of their players on the shoulder and bounces out of the court. The crowd is totally silent throughout this whole thing. Even if one of the teams involved is a well-known player in the area, no one expects this much of a gap during a quarterfinal match. I don't know. 7-0 already? If the start of this set is any indication, this is going to be a massacre. We all nod in agreement with varying degrees of excitement. Once the match ended, Shoichi sent me a message asking us to meet up with him in the lobby once he got done talking to his team. Man, that was really cool to watch! Jun, as always, had been excited the whole time he watched the match taking place. He kept muttering to himself about how exciting it was to see a game up close. Bless his heart, he is too innocent for this world. I don't know. Feels like it was over too quickly. The whole thing was a bloodbath. That it was. It was over before I even knew it. Our school won in straight sets. The final score was 25-12 and 25-9. I felt really bad for the other team. You could see their spirits being crushed little by little. For all the flack that I give Shoichi's team, they do have a habit of cruising their way to the finals. I suppose I could stand to go a little easier on them. Nah. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Okay. That's... Okay. You're not wrong. Yeah. Stay safe, have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow.